Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, I ain't Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, I ain't Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I... This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too.
One Guyana. Morning, guys. Morning, and welcome down to Livewire. It's really great to be here with you. And because I did an outside broadcast yesterday, I just want y'all to confirm that you're hearing me clearly and we have no audio issues. Let me check on my Facebook and just ensure, because I don't remember switching back the mic. But I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad we're all here and we have a lot of things to discuss. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we're all here. Yeah, sound good. Right, so morning to everybody on the live already. Morning to all the people who are here before we started. Big up yourself, Joe Nabi John, joining us from Canada. Ganesh Bharat, Wazim, Omar Sharif, joining us from NYC. Chris, Derek Drupal, Neil Ramlokan from NYC. Tulsi Ramchedi in the building. And definitely I can't say late this morning on time. How you doing, Leroy Mangal, joining us from NYC as well. Mukesh Vishnu, what's going on with you, champ? Ramnarayan Singh, good morning to you. A lot of people from New York in the building. Mohammed Isaf, good morning to you. Sherwin Siram, Ronald Martindale, Lance Henry, Pam Singh, Keith Benjamin, Suma Bipath, Sandy Mangar, Anhil Rajendranath Timal. Good morning to you, champ, and thank you for coming on the live with me this morning. Please share the live. Please share the live. Please share the live. That's all I can beg y'all for on this live, right? We're not asking you for money. We're not asking you for none of them things that is actually from the other side. Just share the live. Big good morning to Eunice Ragub. You're joining us from Canada as well. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the new year. How are the children? And I hope work is going well. Jesus. Padma Balwan, morning to you. Sally Jones, big up yourself. Lynette Cornelius, good morning to you. And welcome down to the program. I see Pam Singh is logged in here as well. Richard Stanislaus. Richard Stanislaus joining us from the Bronx. Rennie Passad in here. And yeah, it's a wet morning. We needed to cool down the place a little bit. To Courbridge Lal, good morning to you. Cecil Rampasad, good morning. And everybody else joining us, not commenting, morning to you. Big up yourself, Passad Patti. Kerati Passad. Okay. All right. Yeah. I can go with the pronunciation. I didn't baptize, so it's okay. Anyway, guys, so as you guys know, yesterday, I was at City Hall. Well, not City Hall, but a statutory meeting for the Georgetown Mayor and City Council. And I maintain this is one of the biggest waste time organizations that they have. right? One of the biggest waste time organizations that they have, and very hypocritical at that too. So well, before I get into that, let me share some other information. All right. Well, I can jump to that. It's a city holiday today. Anyway, I want to say a special good morning to Councillor Chase Green, Councillor Ashby, Councillor Jacobs, Councillor Diarmas, Councillor Isfiani, Councillor Singh, Councillor Young. That's all I can remember right now by. Anyway, so I was at the statutory yesterday, right? And one of the first things that jumped out at me is that this organization doesn't even take itself seriously. Yesterday, they are discussing renaming the streets and the committee and all this other stuff. And the mayor, Mr. Mentor, is to use a term, well, positively rubber stamp it. And our councillor, Patricia Chase Green, took offense to that. You understand? This is the council who is in charge of running the city. Now imagine this is the head of the council calling a decision of the council rubber stamping. So you are admitting to us that you guys have no purpose, really, other than to rubber stamp on things. So you're telling me the council is functioning in the capacity of Moses Nagamutu from 2015 to 2020. A rubber stamp. You understand? You don't have no purpose, you ain't got no impact, you're doing nothing. But you might got to sign off on a few things. So that is all he's interested in, rubber stamping this either rejecting or agreeing with this proposal for these streets being renamed. And I had pulled it up to share it with you. But then I take it down because I said, man, I ain't gonna do it. But I changed my mind. I want y'all to hear the mayor of Georgetown saying that the decision of the council, right? They will rubber stamp that decision. Right? Let me find it for you. I got the time is right. Two, 4. So I'm gonna share it here. I'm sharing the screen now with you. Just listen to this. Information to the committee. Y'all listen to this. But council court could have guided from. We could have let them know that this will happen. And really and truly, as Jared said, that this decision was really waiting on a policy in order for us to rubber stamp it. That is what we really want. That is the mayor of Georgetown calling a decision that is to be made by the council. They are going to rubber stamp it. This is the head of the Georgetown City Council. This is the chairman of the council. Now, could you imagine the mayor of Georgetown? Listen, I know Kishore Gavin Matthews didn't pay rent yet, but he was there yesterday. Right? He was there yesterday. So the mayor looks at the decisions of the council as rubber stamping. Right? Rubber stamping. Now, I wanted to, before I come after the mayor, I want to call him dishonest as well. Mayor Mentor sat in the mayor's chair yesterday and told councillors that he got a letter from a councillor named Jafan Mohammed, right? Stating he was in an accident and he wouldn't be able to appear at council sittings, the statutory meetings. Mr. Mayor, I'm saying you're a liar. This young man here, Councillor Mohammed, was not involved in any accident. I was reliably informed by an APNU councillor out of Charlestown. I even go so far and tell you where he come from. You figure out who he be. An APNU councillor, that this young man here, Mr. Jeffan Mohammed, was stabbed several times by his brother, and he's nursing those wounds, right? Nursing those wounds. Is that an accident? Is that how we describe accidents? A stabbing? Stabbing is stabbing. Shooting is shooting. Somebody beat you with a wood assault. You understand? This is a form of assault. So I don't know what is the inner workings between Mr. Jeffan Mohammed and his brother, but the mayor should have been honest enough to give us all the information about the representative of constituency 6, right? But a lot of y'all might know him. Yeah, this is Andrea Mark's son, right? So the mayor sat in front of all those councillors yesterday and tell me this man here, the councillor for constituency 6, in an accident, and he needs time to recover. Guys, pass the councillors, tell them what's going on. Let them know what's going on so they could put systems in place so the residents of constituency 6 don't feel left out or neglected. You understand me? Simple things like this you're lying for. What you're lying for? What's the issue? You ain't stabby, Mr. Mayor. You did not stab him. So what is it? Tell me, please. That you got to deceive your fellow councillors like that. And your own APNU AFC councillor talking the story. Anyway, man, I hope he recovers quickly. And stay out of trouble, brother. Don't mess around your brother and them kind of thing. Behave yourself. Be a good Guyanese. Right? Moving on. Continuing. So, I got really mad with Councilor Garway yesterday. Right? I think y'all know who Councilor Garway is. Councilor Garway is the person who, anytime APN, you got a rally, and he introducing Aubrey Norton, he's calling the president in waiting. Right? That President Councilor Garway will continue to wait. There's no space that would allow Aubrey Norton the presidency of this country. Right? No space, not even the PNC. So his highest level that he will ever make it in politics is leading the opposition. Because even when Roysdale or Amanza or whoever take over from him for the general elections, I doubt they will give him well, then they ain't gonna win still. But you ain't gonna get no substantive office or nothing. Aubrey Norton is that much of a joker. So yesterday, Councilor Garway was upset because Councilor Chase Green is working in the area, constituency 12. He's upset that the councillor is making a difference in our community. Now, why is she making a difference in our community? It's something called support. Now, we have heard the former the former mayor speak of this before, that in her former party, the PNC, even whilst they were in office, the council did not get the support. They did not get support to do things to make Georgetown better. Jane joining us from St. Martin. Good morning to you. I ain't seen you in a while. Really glad to have you here. Right? So, Councillor Chase Green is effecting change in our community. And yesterday she was talking about the grounds that central government has let's not go to check it. Listen, I don't buy with TikTok auntie. That TikTok auntie on another level. And I'll check that statement there just now, because I figured something like this would have happened again. She and housing. But back to Chase Green and Garway. So he is upset because he's claiming that there was no consultation. Shout out to Mr. Daniel Gaji. Big up yourself. He formerly a region 9 resident, now region 4 resident. We're happy to have you on this side. Big up yourself, big up the wife, big up the family. Special good morning to you guys. Happy New Year. So back to Garway. So Garway is upset that the central government has decided to move ahead and fix these community grounds, which fall under the purview of the mayor and city council. They have not been maintaining the grounds. So youth in the area don't have a safe space to engage themselves properly. And these kinds of things would lead to them getting involved in the kind of behavior that we're trying to stem, right? So he is to get up and verbally assault and threaten the councillor, Chase Green. You understand? Saying to her that the next time she comes into the community, she will see. She's going to see what's going to happen. That is an outright threat. Shout out to Conan Bell joining us all the way from Bartica. Pick up on my Bartica people, Earring Ward or OPM rep in the area. Mayor Anthony Murray and the whole team up there. Shout out to all the bells. Y'all check out Bell Boat Service. Anyway, so as I said, this Garway is to threaten Councillor Chase Green that the next time she come in the community, she gonna see what happened. And I was like, how could the mayor sit there and allow this? But then something else happened. Mr. Garway took God out of his thoughts and to tell former Mayor Chase Green that no one voted for her to be there. He is the person they vote for. And I'm going to ask Mr. Garway, do you remember no one voted for the mayor mentor? They voted for Mr. Diarmas. So how dare you approach the former mayor, former deputy mayor, sitting councillor with such disrespect? The mayor of the city of Georgetown, the people did not vote for him. The people did not vote for him. Yet he is the mayor of the city of Georgetown. How dare you, Garway, mention anything like that? You're out of order. The highest post in the council ain't get vote for. And you gonna come around a former mayor, former deputy mayor who doing more than you. Your party never select you to be deputy mayor, mayor of anything. And you coming to tell Councillor Chase Green nobody voted for, they voted for you? Well, we're glad they vote for you. We're seeing and they are seeing the help they're getting from you. And I dare say you and the Councillor Chase Green want the same thing. You understand? But only one is actually doing the work. One was elected to do the work. And the one that you said wasn't elected is actually doing the work and effecting change in these communities. The deputy mayor got up yesterday. Useless self. She's another one who loves to get up and talk about Afro-Guyanese and Afro-Guyanese. There's only Afro-Guyanese living in those communities. Now hear this. She's talking about a ground, the deputy mayor. Make sure I get your name. The deputy mayor, Denise Miller, is talking about a ground that is controlled by some co-op. Now, listen to me. This ground, it had no maintenance throughout the year, no maintenance Christmas time, nothing. Nothing happening. All of a sudden, you know they got co-op and co-op own ground and thing. Who's coming to take the ground? Miss Miller, you sound so stupid yesterday. And for a big woman, so stupid. Who is coming to take the ground? The government is coming to take our ground. To lift it up and take it where? How do you take a community center ground? Take it to put it where? That's the stupidity of these people. And instead of they take the little help, right? Instead of they take the little help, they are arguing back and forth about central government telling them what they're doing. I like pass central government have to tell you nothing. If central government clean the drain, you just maintain it. They not to tell you so you could maintain it. You didn't clean it. So you should have the engineer or Garway Garway to go out there and see where they clean, and then come back to the mayor who was not elected but selected, right? So the mayor, just like Patricia Trace Green, nobody voted for him, but he's in the highest office of the council. So you should have Mr. Garway, who was never selected to be deputy mayor, or any substantive position in the PNC. You should get him to go out there and not sit with his head wrapped up like a mosquito coil and talk stupidness and find out where the drains are, find out where the government do roads, so that y'all can do maintenance. The mere fact that you're getting the help from central government should be enough for you, right? It should be enough for you. You're weeding parapet, you're barely collecting garbage, you're desilting drains. Actually, all your responsibilities, council, you're neglecting or not fulfilling. And the time that y'all sit down to argue over compactor, dump truck, and listen, not 18 compactors to make sure Georgetown is the garbage situation under control. Not 18 garbage trucks so that they ain't paying contractors to collect garbage, and all the revenue that is being paid to contractors is now in City Hall to do something. These idiots on the PNC side arguing with each other at times, that's how stupid it is. So it's not like the PVP councillors fighting them down or blocking nothing. The PVP councillors don't have no say. They don't have the voting power. Whatever the PNC decide to do, that is it. You understand me? So imagine these idiots that argue amongst themselves. And guess what? I have a name for Clayton Hines. Clayton Hines is the mighty repeater. Right? So Annette Ferguson is the guy, and he's a hypocrite. Aubrey Norton, his father, Abraham, and Clayton Hines is the mighty repeater. Clayton Hines is the biggest time waster the council ever see. People that literally say the mayor's a waste, he's jump up to say the mayor's a waste. But this is just an example. Clayton Hines is set up. But just to give you an example, Clayton Hines adds nothing of substance to the council other than he's a geriatric. That is it. Has done nothing for his community and sits there and waste time at the council. So yesterday I went there and I said, Councillor Hines, you think you would move a motion for the council to purchase a new PA system for this place? Why do I have to do that? Keeping a set of nice. One set of nice he keeping. You understand? And then to turn around and tell me that he's a communication specialist. That is not necessary. So I said, sir, so the people sitting in the gallery, the media that is disseminating this information that y'all at the council discussing here, you don't think it's proper for us to have good audio? You got to learn how to do interviews first. I guess he see Annette's interview. You understand me? I guess he saw Annette's interview. But my thing is, Clayton Hines, the mighty repeater, complete waste. Garway, complete waste. You should never approach the Councillor Chase Green like that. Ever in your life. Yeah, it's passer. You understand? And the only time you must approach her there is when you have a mayor that he area vote for. And although your area voted for you, Garway, you are not good enough. You are not smart enough. You are not aesthetically pleasing for them to put you into that position. You understand me, sir? That is why you're not there. Constituency C12 vote for you. Constituency 12 wanted you to be their representative. But guess what? The PNC didn't want you to be their representative at the council level. At least the chief representative. They decided to choose a PR candidate who no one voted for. And that's what I want you to remember. Garway, wait. No one voted for Mayor Mentor. The mere fact that you are throwing that slang to Patricia Chase Green, you are out of order because no one voted for your mayor. Alfonso de Armas trashed Mayor Mentor at the local government elections. Busty tail with votes, not fighting. Lord, I didn't turn this fan. Yeah, just give me 2 seconds, people. Ooh, getting hot this, sorry. But yeah. And to core, listen to me. They can't come wrong Auntie Pat funny. Auntie Pat got real backings now. This is not a PNC affair. You understand me? So I must commend all the PPP councillors who got up and objected to that foolishness that Councillor Garway said. Threatening her that the next time she come in the community, she will see Councillor Jacobs, Ashby, Diarmos, all of them were up in arms over it. Councillor Young as well. Ice pass a big woman when you very well and know you're worthless waste of a meal. Worthless waste. Can't guide the council to do nothing with sense. Right? Cannot guide the council to do nothing with sense. Talking about, man, listen. Anyway, I got other things to deal with. I done with them. Now, last night there was a fire in Sapphire. A fire in Sapphire. So yeah, there was a fire in Sapphire, and a few of the councillors visited. So according to my information, Councillor Young, Councillor Chase Green, Councillor Ashby, the mayor was there. The mighty repeater was there, Councillor Hines, Councillor Jason David, and Councillor Garway. Listless publicity whore. I'm going to put that label on you, Garway, because it's like it's publicity you want, right? Minister Susan Rodriguez was there, and she has made some arrangements to have some assistance given to that family who would have lost their home in that fire in Sapphire. Hats off to the councillors who took the time to go out and reach out to that family during this rough time that they are dealing with, right? So we know that the mayor is a liar. We know that the mayor was not elected to that position by the people. And we know that Councillor Garway is a hypocrite, right? We know that Councillor Garway is a hypocrite. They were even talking yesterday about the government saying they want to work together and work as one, right? Man, I got to get that information right. Because they were, look, listen, I wish I was a councillor. I would have had so many responses for these people. You understand? Because some of the stupidness I hear is getting away with in this council meeting and nobody ain't pulling them up. Sometimes it does really upset me. You understand me? Sometimes it does really upset me when I hear the nonsense that they're getting away with. Right? And somebody said something yesterday about showing a good face or showing something. All I want to see again is the SOPs from the PNC. You hear me? I am raising it still. I don't care who fed up here by SOP. I don't care who want to hear about it. I am saying until they stop saying that they won that those last general regional elections, I want to see the SOPs. Right? I want to see the SOPs. Anyway, I'm moving on. Don't come for Auntie Pat, because we can come for you. We will come for you. And imagine Councillor Garway has no track record of anything being done in these communities that he is claiming to represent. Councillor Garway can get the PNC to do nothing in his community. Not build a road, put up a monument like they put up in Madia, because anyway, I can go down the road. I go down the road. Look, people, development happening across this country, and 2024 will be the same. So I want to make you guys aware. On Monday, the 15th of January, 2024, log on, tune in. It's going to be budget presentation. This will be happening at the Archichon Conference Center, but as you know, it will be broadcast on several Facebook, YouTube pages, so you can hear how the government plans to spend money for 2024 and what is in store for you, the people, the population of Guyana, right? Ain't gonna be no planting chips and cocoa. This is not a grain agitation. This is a government that understands plans, policy, and prudent planning. Also, implementing. I saw Lion Aubrey Norton on the PNC page with some clip that the Wisma Bridge and the Mabura Road is their idea. Just yesterday, I highlighted to y'all that Mr. Joel Bagwodin made us aware that all these things are in the pipeline since 94, 96. Again, we'll show you. You understand? Since 94, 96. And this was a part of a development plan under the PPPC administration. So, again, lying Aubrey Norton. Look, the fort number one, a new 4-lane highway connecting Georgetown to the existing Linden Linden Highway. Are we seeing that? Did they start that before they left office? Did the PNC do anything in relation to that 2015 to 2020? No. Widen the carriageway on the east bank between Le Penitence and Peters Hall. Done. Check. Complete highway linking Linden by way of Mabura, Kupapakari, Anai, Good Hope, Letem to Brazil, across the Takatu. This here, people, this document here was published since between 1994 and 1996. And this was supposed to be implemented by 2010. Some of it had started to get on the way. Oh, Aubrey Norton could come and say, but Bridge and Linden Mabura Road is their idea. Y'all have no ideas. You have to have something in between the ears to have an idea. And Aubrey, again, we want back the money they pay for you to study. We want back the money they pay for you to study. We're not getting value for money. And that is a big issue. You understand? Or we got to send you on the gold program or something and you let you catch yourself. Because I don't know how you recollecting these things. And it's not even about recollection anymore. Y'all have to understand that these people are just bare-faced liars. It has been proven over and over again. Y'all remember the man who said, 2-gun man come and serve you? Y'all remember what you see in the video? Y'all remember what you see in the video? Y'all remember Basil Williams said the elections run smooth? Y'all remember what happened after? Y'all remember these people have disappointed Guyanese over and over again. Some of them, they left traumatized. You hear me? They have left Guyanese traumatized. And now, with the trauma that Guyanese went through, and they said, you know something? We end up on this again. We want betterment. We end up on this. Now they're soup drinkers, there's house slave, all kind of thing they get in called. Right? All kind of thing they get in called. They even getting told that nobody voted for them. Nobody voted for the PNC, AP, and UFC at the last election. Morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning.
You know, I'm going to talk to you, man.
Who's going on, Chief?
Just me, brother. Man, there's a number of things I'd like to see, but I can't do because timings.
Right.
Your time is set for that. But we'll just pick up on what happened about to throw. Now, let me begin. As last night, I was looking at Face the Nation. I was listening to the mayor and the chairman, regional chairman. They were saying that the road to Mabura and the bridge is idea. The money was there to start this road and start this bridge. They're telling the landowners that don't bother with what the PPP is saying or doing. Is doing it. Now I could tell you, they talk about it, but they never do nothing. The road, there was since Mr. Jack, there was president, there was the idea that we had all the time.
Right.
But the road, the bridge, yes, they talk about the bridge. I heard the mayor saying that money was allotted to do the bridge. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. The paving of the highway, they said money was name? The leader.
Aubrey.
He said money was there. Nothing. They said money was there to do that. Every single thing, the money was there. That the line out of the head. And my brother, the town council, that thing in Jarstown. You understand me, brother? It's a waste of time. As long as the PNC is there, it's waste of time.
Yeah.
No, you can't threaten Council Green. It was Miss Council Green. I would go back right in there and do what I have to do.
She's going. And they can't do anything.
That's all they could do. Threaten people, talk back with people, and be laugh at people and lying. Look who the associating itself with.
Yeah.
For Buck. How do you go really actually associate yourself with for Buck? One sentence they go tell all the people how they say. I went for them. I know there's a lot of people and they will do anything to win power, to get back into power.
Yeah.
They put on in this and that, but go back in power. This desperate, desperate them the money. This all they want to put on the money and they're done with it. My brother, let me keep it back. Just a short now. Next thing I see this guy Blair. It was listen Blair. Name again, I got to him.
Point blank.
Yeah. I listened to the man last night. I just do some bypass, you know. I listened to the man last night. The man talked some facts, right? The man said the Chinese tell cotton grains of them and tell them what they like them to do for Linden. They go and come sit down and go back and tell the man they want to arch.
But no, I listen to Kanye. I broadcast this program as well. Kanye has a lot of good points there. He's on Wednesday and Sundays.
The man should the mayor and the say how the roads that the PPP built, it broken up. They never do nothing good for India. I don't know who these people want when election coming with them nonsense. I think they should come out for them nonsense and come more positive to people.
Yeah, but how you gonna come positive when you got nothing positive to come with?
Tell people what you were able to do all the time. About their campaigning right now is 6.5. 6.5. They said they should give people more than 70% when the time they went to there. They had money. They had money. But as the vice president said, they don't know to spend the money.
Exactly.
Get that money. Just want to call him. Give the contribution. So like that, my brother, just start for now. Enjoy yourself and have a best day. Don't bother with them people, buddy.
All right, thanks for coming through.
You got other things to think about. That people is a pack of low-life set of people. They have no sense. Thank you very much.
Take care. No, Carla, let me let you know something. I got to bother with them. You see our president, he's busy moving this nation forward. Our vice president is busy doing the same. Our prime minister, our ministers, they are busy moving this country forward. So I even got to bother with them, Carlo. I got to bother with them because I feel like my president and my vice president, my ministers, my prime minister, so waste the time to bother with you. I can debunk them and expose them. That's my job, right? So this is what I got to do. I feel as a Guyanese who is seeing development in this country, who see what the PNC had to offer, which was nothing. It is imperative that I come here and share this information with y'all, right? It is important. They continue to talk about this government, and now, oh, sorry, Bob. Now they're talking about free UG. These people raise UG fees by 35%. You understand me? They raise UG fees by 35% and they're talking about free UG. Vishal, morning, brother.
Good morning, sir.
What's up?
I could recollect 2015 manifesto when APNU sold a good lie or sold so many lies, right? Free university was one of the promise made in the 2015 manifesto of the APNUPS. What's happening? So the PPP, and this is what a lot of people just get carried away with. Manifesto is a very important document. That is your contract to the people of this country.
Right.
You understand? It's not a scratch paper. What was even more intriguing in 2020 election or leading up to the 2020 election is that these people had no clear plan. These people had no clear vision for this country.
Indeed.
When you look at these people's manifesto, no clear path vision for Guyana.
Right.
Nothing to move Guyana forward. Look at within 3 years, everybody's talking about flat you want to clean up a set of mess and this. So how you had to clean up a set of mess? Now they claim that the country was bankrupt and then they retract the statement. Could you remember that? Mr. Jordan retract that statement. Right? When he inflates the public external debt by 400 million when the debt was 1.2 billion US dollars in 2015. He inflated that figure by 400 million, claiming that the debt was 1.6 billion dollars. Right?
Yeah.
Now the PPP gave 10,000 school children grant in 2014. Do you know what was the total revenue collection in 2014?
How much?
It wasn't 600 million US. It was 500 and something million US dollars. 2015 it went up to about 600 million. 600 something million. 2016 it went up about 800 and something million. 2017 it was almost $1 billion US dollars. This 200 billion Guyana dollars. And the reason why they were able to collect that amount of tax is because of the draconian tax measure that they impose on Guyanese people.
Yeah.
You understand? Now the PPP, when they implement back in 2007, right? The PPP collect beyond the projection in 2007. So you think APNU want to impose all them tax just to increase the revenue?
The wicked body. It's just wickedness.
Now I heard Mr. We had one in Marlon Williams again, and Mr. Norton talking about
More of it.
yes, talking about And we the other one here, Elson Low.
Yeah, I don't need my. You don't have time to tell us.
He come from a university, brethren.
But me ain't even know, man. The man claim he's a economic specialist.
Economic specialist? Real thing?
He been wrong all the time when they been in power, you know. Couldn't advise them.
Wait. What was this man input during the 5 years?
I think he was at Soku recovering the asset recovery unit. They need to recover the salary that they used to pay. That's what they need to recover.
These people ever sell to the country is them the claim that they made that 400 black men, now it's 1,500. Because like everybody has a different figure. These people are much problem. 400 black men killed by under the PPP.
Yeah.
Or under the tenureship of Mr. Jagdeo, the claim they had the evidence to incriminate.
We see it yet.
And the whole cabinet. And when these people come into power, the only thing they could incriminate this man about is some Prado pill. Born place in Belfield more bigger than Jagdeo, please. They ever do the measurement there?
Wow, I'm glad you mentioned that, sir. Because indeed, that's a hell of a place in Belfield. That's the original Pradoville. That's the...
Jagdeo got all the money in this country. He's the most patriotic leader.
Vishal, you ever hear... listen to me for a second. You ever hear anybody tell you that Burnham had gold bullion store somewhere in some other country?
Yeah. Mine is in Africa.
Wow.
Right?
Well, it wasn't me alone.
Right? No, listen to this thing. Burnham is the man who sold black people cheap if they always talking about black people. Because the CIA give you 25,000 US. To remain in power, to fund the party or whatever. He accept 10,000 US a month, the white man give you 5,000 US. I didn't say no. WikiLeaks published no. Right? My brother, these people is a bunch of hypocrites. They have no clear developmental or visionary plan for this country.
Yeah.
All they know is power. This is all they want.
Yeah. All right, Vishal. Thanks for coming through, brother.
This country, enjoy.
Good. Yeah, folks. I like when Vishal come with the information. Anyway, people, as I was telling y'all, the opposition has nothing proper to offer you. And come 2025, when it's election, you will hear that on multiple platforms that they will mount. They can talk about 6.5. They can talk about central government stifling City Hall. They can talk about all the government projects is they own, all of that. But they can't tell you. Like, take for instance, a guy named Carousel Gary or something like that. On a post I made asking me foolishness about the residents on the front road, about when the government gonna move them. Right? I wanted to know why he didn't ask when the government gonna move them 2050 to 2020. Right? Now, let me say the government, this PVPC administration, go to move those people from the front road. Well, here, squatting is illegal. However, the government has a plan in relation to dealing with that. But let's say, hypothetically speaking, the government or the Ministry of Housing or whoever decide to take a stand and say, here, we're moving everybody off the front road. Damn, that thing's supposed to be there. The same Carousel gonna turn around and say, look what they're doing to black people. Because whilst they're Indo-Guyanese living out there as well, the majority living on the trench half of front road are Afro-Guyanese. That's the first thing that you're going to hear. Look what the PPP government doing to black people. Look how they're moving them black people from where they're living for years. Imagine Granger couldn't come into government and move them. And you asking why the PPP moving? Why Granger didn't move them? Why Granger didn't move them or Harmon or Ferguson or one of them? This is the next thing you're gonna hear. Look what Jack Dior doing. He throwing black people out of the place. And this is the thing. A lot of these, some of these places, right? Again, I'm reminding persons, squatting is illegal. So you can't be wrong and strong. You can't go on a government reserve, right? And just decide I'm taking this land. It don't work like that. Then the opposition can tell you, look how much land we got. Nobody shouldn't pay for land. Nobody shouldn't do this. Nobody shouldn't do that. They set up any new housing scheme, 2015 to 2020. They set up all the houses that were distributed. And this is based in fact. All the house lots that were distributed under the PNC, AP, and UFC, those schemes were developed by the PPP. All those house lots that were built that Aubrey Norton called chicken coops, the area was developed by the PPP, right? So they didn't go into any region of this country across the length and breadth of Guyana. Okay, remember, they want to go Essequibo. They freaking Essequibo. Well, there's not a big fish to Essequibo, but anyway, yeah. But they didn't go to any region in this country and develop a new housing scheme. You hear me? Nowhere in this country between 2015 to 2020 did the PNC, AP, and AFC develop a new housing scheme. Right now, under the leadership of Minister Kroll and Minister Rodriguez, the housing scheme going up in Charity, Region 2. I don't think it's Charity, but it's close to Charity, that area there. They got a new housing scheme going up there. They got new housing scheme in Region 9. New housing scheme going up there. You got a new housing scheme going up in Region 7 right now. You got new housing scheme and expansion of the housing schemes in Linden right now. You understand? So that is why I tell you, come 2025, all you will hear about, right, is 6.5, probably ring fencing and oil contract and them kind of thing. That's the foolishness they can tell you. And just like I told Annette, the guy, he's hypocrite, is y'all sign the contract. We want to hear from Raphael and them stupidness. You all sign the contract. So whatever terms that Guyanese is dealing with now, you all set it up for us. If you're claiming that we're failing now, you set us up to fail. Raphael Trotman set us up to fail. Then he went on a vacation and come back and write a book and then telling people he want to come aboard to help fix it. No. No. We don't want you, Raphael. We don't want you. Just like the PNC, AP, and you don't want you in parliament. They want you as a member of parliament because of foolishness you do. We don't want to hear from you. And likewise, we don't want to hear from the rest of the PNC because people are benefiting, and that's what's important to them. Just yesterday, after the president visited Kitty less than a week ago, right? Y'all listen to me carefully, you know. Just yesterday, after the president visited Kitty a week ago, you had 4. You hear what I'm telling you? Not 1, 2, 3, but 4 ministers of government in Kitty actioning initiatives to better the lives of youth and residents of Kitty. Along with Councillor Jacobs was there as well, right? So you had public works, minister within the Ministry of Public Works, there that in there. You had the Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramsden Jr. You had the Minister of Labour, Joseph Hamilton, and you had the minister within the office of the Prime Minister, Kwame McCoy, out there to bring initiatives to better the lives of those young people there in Kitty. So those people in Kitty now have access to bid training on different levels, whether it be operator, block making, mechanic, whatever it is, whatever bit offering they're getting in. And like Minister Hamilton said to them yesterday, these courses are FREE, right? FREE. They're going through the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport to also receive training, to upskill themselves, whether it's welding, masonry, whatever they want to do. The Minister of Public Works was there also to say to persons, you're a business owner, there's opportunity for you. Get your documents, get yourself set, bid for contracts. There are things there. He was even so lucky whilst he was speaking to turn around, Minister Indar, to turn around and see two contractors where he could have pointed and said, look, these are two examples. These men were not contractors, but they are now employing people in their community, developing their community. You understand me? And that could be you here in Kitty. So they had men and women who were interested in developing Kitty. They had youths who were interested in upskilling themselves so they could be more marketable. Anybody on this live here now could tell me one time, one instance where we had 4 ministers and a councillor from the PNC, APNU, AFC, People's Movement, WPA, wherever you are called. 4 ministers of government and a councillor in the community of Kitty to do anything. I'll wait. I go wait on y'all. Nothing. Nobody in this chat here can tell me that now, because it has never happened. They got places that people say Granger them never even touch. I think Councillor Young told me Granger has not walked in Sophia as president. You understand what I mean? David Granger has not walked in Sophia as president. David Granger lived opposite Tiger Bay for 5 years and in walking Tiger Bay as president. Y'all realize? David Granger was president for 5 years and never walked through Albi's tongue as president. They got black people interests at heart? Okay. Now, before I go, I wanted to touch on this UG thing, because I find it beyond hypocritical for these people to come with this argument, right? Now, let's look at this here. The PPPC promised free university education by 2025 in its 2020 manifesto, and it's on the track to deliver that promise, right? Now, Aubrey Norton is coming to tell people that they will offer free UG. You forget the 35% y'all raise UG fees by? Y'all forget? It was y'all who said in 2015, we can drop these fees, UG can be free, and then raise it by 35%. Aubrey Norton want people vote for he? To do what? To lead who? In what country? Is mad? We going mad? Aubrey Norton is one of the most bold-faced liars they got in this country. They promised free UG in 2015. Raise the fees by 35%. I know people who drop out of UG for that. Now, again, this here is documented. You can go and check the 2015 APNU manifesto and see if they offered free, see if they promised free UG education in that manifesto. Right? See if they promised it. And then let's look at the period and see if we got that. Now look at the track record of the PPP and our president Irfan Ali. In the PPP's manifesto, 20,000 scholarships were promised. Right? 20,000 scholarships were promised in the 5 years, the first 5 years of President Ali's presidency. What do we have to show people? What is the track record? What is the track record? We have 21,000 Guyanese, not minister, daughter, and son, and cousin, and them thing. 21,000 Guyanese from across this country, right, were able to benefit from gold scholarships. This was a promise that should have been delivered or completed in 2025. They have already completed that, are still going. And I think they would have made the house lot distribution as well. How could this worries Aubrey Norton think he could be the president of Guyana? Gotta be mad. Yeah, listen, he got to be mad. Guys, I rolling out here. I got stuff to do today. It was great being here with you. If you see Councilman Garway on the road, you give him a few choice words to me and tell him don't make his eyes pass Councilor Chase Green ever again. Right? And if he wants to talk about anybody who ain't get votes, let him look at the head of the council table. Right? Let him look at the head of the council table at Mayor Mentor before he ever come wrong. Councilor Chase Green funny. You understand? And remember, Garway, she chased Green. And I know that's what born in you. Cause she chased Green. Anyway, guys, I got a roll. It was lovely being here with you. Please be safe on the roadways. Remember, the kids are back out to school, so we'll look out for them. And oh, no. I'm playing that tomorrow. Can't do that today. Right? So until tomorrow, guys, remember to be good Guyanese. It's all about peace, love, one Guyana.
I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I